here.
Yeah, you called, and we came.
Right, but I mean, I did call you 3 weeks ago.
Well, I couldn't work 3 weeks ago, but now I can.
Sort of.
Not sort of, I can.
Well, he has to be supervised.
You don't have to say it like that.
Well, how do you want me to say it, Owen?
You're very tan.
Well, yeah, because he's been surfing every day with a 24-year-old named Stella while we've been paying out our entire life savings to a $1,700 an hour attorney.
Yeah, and she's been drinking rosé angrily all day, but you don't see me criticizing her. So.
Wow.
And you've been doing Grey's Anatomy for 14 years.
Yes, I have.
And then I heard, that's amazing, but I heard you still haven't decorated your trailer. Why not?
But I've got this superstition that if I get too comfortable, like some of the actors in the show, they've decorated, they've had like, you know, they've feng shuied their trailers, they've painted them, they've moved all the stuff in.
That would be me.
I've got this thing, superstitious thing, if I get too comfortable, you know, if I suddenly move all this stuff in, I'm gonna get fired. So I've literally got like one throw pillow and a sleeping bag in my trailer for 14 years.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, and then you have a crush on your co-star. Please tell me about that. You don't want to talk about it?
It's
you
fine.
gotta tell
It's
me
fine.
something. I want to hear this.
The other reason I wanted to become an actor when I was a kid was watching the TV show Fame. I'm sure you all remember Fame. And there she is. And I used to sit in my bedroom with a little black and white TV and watch Fame and just think, wow. And there was the lead choreographer was Miss Debbie Allen.
Debbie Allen.
And I had a big crush. And now I work with Debbie Allen. She's our main producer. So I never told her
You didn't tell her?
For years that I had a crush on her.
Do you think you ever will tell her?
I think I'm telling her right now.
You know what? Debbie Allen, he has a crush. Y'all heard it here first. I want to talk about Grey's Anatomy. As I was reading your intro, I'm like, you have so many titles. I want to say director, and you know what I mean, and so many other things.
Yeah.
So you've been a part of Grey's Anatomy for what? It's been 19 seasons?
19, I know, right? Well, I came in season 7 when I started directing, and I was having such a good time. And Shonda Rhimes realized that I brought an energy to the set. I mean, Patrick Dempsey was running around kicking, talking about Fame, and people were laughing, and we got out early, we had a good time. So then it was just a few years later that she asked me to become the executive producing director.
That is amazing.
And then I became the person in charge of hiring all the directors and working so closely with our showrunner, Miss Krista Vernoff, who's brilliant, and hiring a crew, and the first women. I made it my mission to hire 50% female directors, and this was before the Me Too of it all. This was because, as a young woman, I was always on by myself. There was no one to look up to.
Right.
There was no other woman in the room, and I said, you know, it's time. You know, when you get there, if you can do anything, is you can bring people with you.
Right.
How about that?
And you do that.
Yeah.
You do that. She does that for the babies and all.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Okay, so you act and you direct on the show.
Yeah.
Like, how do you prepare when you are going to direct?
Ooh, it's a lot. I have to learn those words because medical language is complex. It's like choreography. You learn a routine, but then all of a sudden, a bus is driving through the dance floor because you have to do this surgery. So actually, the first time I directed Grey's Anatomy, I went and witnessed like a 7-hour bloodless bypass surgery.
To prep.
Just to see what those doctors were doing. My dad was a dentist, so I wasn't totally unfamiliar with the medical world, but in an OR with that little micro blowtorch where they cut her open, child, and there was no blood. And I said, ooh, I'm gonna get thin, child, so if they have to do this to me, they're gonna find it. And I have to go through all of that. It was a lot. It was something to learn. And see those doctors doing what they do, talking about the restaurant. Move this out the way. Come on. What restaurant? Talking about the restaurant. Oh, wait. Oh, we got a problem. Then they quiet down. Then they go back to talking again. It's really intense to be in a room with those incredible physicians that save our lives every day.
You wanna know what they call me, Skywalker? They call me Blue.
As in the color?
As in the ribbon, because I always win.
That's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you.
You definitely don't always win, because this is a program for rejects and losers.
No, that's not how I identify.
It's the new season of Grey's Anatomy. Yeah. Okay, tell us about your character. Do you dance in Grey's Anatomy at all?
I dance with my words. now I can dance with my words.
No, Grey's, I play his character, Benson Blue Kwan. He is an intern. They brought the internship program back in. And this guy is just ready to be number one. He's used to being number one, but not with social skills. So he definitely makes you feel a certain way, but I think what I love about this character is that, redemption is a big part of his storyline. So I'm excited for people to meet the new interns, and this show is just it's an iconic show.
Yes,
Being
it is.
part of it is just so cool.
You are very right. It's so iconic. And then we love Chandra. Give it a hand. Chandra Wilson. She greets you all in a unique way. Is she like the mother of the set?
Yeah, I mean, you had her on the show, and
Yeah.
it was just, she is just,
What is she like on set?
oh, she is, there's a strong presence. You walk in, you're like,
Yes.
oh,
Don't you love her?
yeah, I love it. And also, you're
love
kind of
that
like, I want to get roasted by her character a little bit, like, because she's just like, she is such a mama bear, but also just doesn't suffer no fools.
Yeah.
And obviously, we've seen over a period of time with her being on the show, but behind the scenes, she was just so gracious with her time, kind of put us all in the huddle, and just says, look, welcome to the family. This is what we do here is, you're heard, you're seen,
Yes.
Be yourselves and contribute in the way that you feel you need to. And, I think going on a set is always a new set, a show that's been running for so long is always so scary.
it is.
And to have her like kind of welcome you in the home, kind of like take off your shoes, blah, 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 and just, be yourself and do your thing. And it was really welcoming. And then we went and we started into the race, and now we're pretty deep into the
Now
filming.
you're deep into it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
you so
Thank
much
you.
for being here.
Dr. Gray,
Hi. What's this?
keys to the chief's office. You broke it, you bought it. I have to protect my health and my sanity first, so I quit. I'm done. No notice. Prue and I have cookies to make. Cookies? Yes, baby girl. You heard me right. Cookies.
We're back with Chandra Wilson. 19 seasons. Did you ever think it would, can you believe it's still so popular?
I sure appreciate y'all very, very much that. It was about, doing the pilot because, that was going to be a nice check and that would sustain me for a few years or whatever. And maybe 1 or 2 seasons, that's all TV shows are supposed to last. So the fact that, we're still here telling stories and bringing
Yes.
new audiences all the time, it's amazing.
Wow. And then there are rumors about the show ending. Do you know anything about
All the time. We've been ending since like season 6, And at first I was like, yeah, we gotta start packing it up, and don't put anything personal in your dressing rooms, because you gotta take it all. And then every time it happens, then we get picked up for like 5 seasons.
that? Wow.
And then we do it again.
That is amazing. I want to be like you.
It's
Oh my
a good
God.
deal.
Okay,
It's a good gig.
what can you tell us about the new season?
The new season. Okay, well, you saw I was through, right? Bailey's out. She is taking care of Prue. If anybody, watches the show knows how long Bailey's wanted a girl. She's wanted somebody she can do their hair and work on the ponytails and everything and, get her into school. She went and got Twist. We doing Twist because Bailey was out. She's out. But she still can't help but be nosy. She's still going to go find out what's going on with this new class that's in because that's just her. And her is that that's not going to last very long.
Wow.
But it is. It's taken 6 months for us to, get our act together and be able to get a new class of interns into the surgical program. So it's going to be about, doing what we do on Grey's, getting them acclimated and teaching and in the times that we're living in right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I have another question. How do you remember all of those medical terms?
I still don't know what I'm saying half the time. It's phonetic. I have to play word games with myself. But let me tell you, so the first time I knew that this was going to be a trip was because I'm from Houston, Texas, and I had a piece of dialogue that said some kind of line in reference to the ambulance. And so when I got to it, I would just say, you know, I have to go out to the ambulance. And then they would say, cut. And I was like, what? I said, do that again. And come back in, and I say, I'm going to the ambulance. Just, cut. So the script supervisor was coming in. Nicole Rubio, she was script supervisor at the time. She was like, read this word. I'm like, what? I said it, ambulance. What's the problem? And it took a while for me to understand that that was ambulance. And I still have to, you know, but I play games myself. Like in internal medicine, we do anastomosis a lot. And I couldn't say anastomosis, but Linda Klein, our medical director, said, think of Nasty Moses. I never forget it. I never forget it. I can always say anastomosis because of Nasty Moses.
That is
so
hilarious.
that kind of stuff.
Oh my God, that is so funny. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.